bro, let's buy some real estate together. I mean, that's, that is the fastest pathway to wealth is real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been putting every dollar we've had for the last 12 years into real estate.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys, I'm watching all these guys on Clubhouse trying to create an educational course, work their funnels. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. Like, if you would put the same energy into buying good real estate, it's just when you're going to get rich, not if you're going to get rich.
Yep.
Going on, guys?
All right. Hey, Uncle G, man, we greatly appreciate your time.
Okay, beautiful, guys.
Hey, man, we really, really appreciate your time. We're excited to have you on here. We know we got to be efficient. We're here in Austin, Texas, got a real estate company and been following, consuming your content, or read all the books, and couldn't be more honored to have you on our show.
Yeah. Hey, is that Matt or Alex?
That's Matt.
Matt, my man, brother. Been waiting to meet you, man.
Well, we've been around. We've been following. And, a lot of the things that you talk about and preach on are things that we really believe in, hustling, going for broke, and talk about undercover billionaire. We think it's an amazing concept that you're going out there and proving what can be accomplished for entrepreneurs, and would love to dive in, man. I know that you said that it was one of the biggest challenges of your life. You said you probably wouldn't do it again. And I think what's cool about it is you prove that people can't make excuses, and so my big question to start out is like, what did I know you already believe in a lot of that, but what did you personally learn from that experience that made you a better entrepreneur?
Yeah. So God, I learned so much from this experience. I mean, it was a very liberating, I didn't plan on having some spiritual awakening as a result of this, but not having the watch and the cars and the plane and the name, not even using my name, not having money, starting over.
Yeah,
slinging mattresses, dude. Like,
yeah, man.
And the other thing that was really cool was like, it's cool. I've never talked about this, but when I was a kid, when I was 15 years old, there was a thing in high school where when you were turning 15, I forget what it was for. It was some dumbass thing where they wanted to shave everybody's head. It was some kind of like, did y'all have that where you grew up?
Yeah, we always messing around playing basketball. Losers got to shave your head or whatever.
Yeah, well, there was something where when you turned 15, they wanted to shave your head. I'm like, ain't nobody shaving my head, man. And the entire summer, my whole summer was ruined because these guys wanted to shave my head. On this show, I shaved my own head. Yeah. And when I did, my daughter looked at me and said, Papa, no matter what they try to do to you, you're still Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
And that was the liberation in this deal. No money, no name, no social media. Dude, I couldn't use Instagram and Facebook, right? Didn't have my jet. Didn't have my calling card. Can't tell people all the stuff I've done. Don't have my resume, my bio, nothing. But I was still me. I was still the guy. I still have my courage and my creativity and my persistence and my work ethic and my ability to make commitments reality. Like, so I had those things and just knowing that every morning when I woke up that you couldn't break me, you could take away everything, but you couldn't break me, was very, very liberating.
Well, and that's really all you need, right? I mean, when you were, selling cars, when you started out, that's kind of all you had too, Did you like to go back and prove it to yourself that you could do it again?
100%. Like Glenn Stearns talks about this as well. The proving to myself that I could do this again. I mean, I've done a bunch of stuff. I've not done one company. I've done I think there's been 8 now that have been very, very successful. The real estate's $2.3 billion. I mean, that's a huge validation of my ability for 30 years to not have financial problems, cash flow my businesses, pick great real estate, get great loans, time the markets, be in the right place at the right time. This isn't 3 years of experience. It's 30 years I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're doing these size deals, you just can't trick people. I'm not selling a fucking $19 program. And these are $100 million deals. These people aren't trickable, you know, so they do their due diligence. So, but going back to the roots, man, like, you know, going back to like whatever it takes and not having your posse. You got to remember, I took this deal on the day they dropped me off in Pueblo. 1 hour and 25 minutes before I landed in Pueblo, I was with Kevin Hart in front of 12,000 people. So I go from the high to the low.
Yep.
I go from being like with superstar, like Kevin Hart's got to be one of the hottest people. Him and Rock are the hottest 2 commodities on planet Earth right now. Yeah. I went from being with Kevin Hart to being in Pueblo with no name and no place to sleep. So it was the range of experiences when you can have those kind of range and survive, and not just survive, but prosper. It's very, very rewarding experience.
Yeah, man, we love it. You speak our language. We have some pretty cool things. We're here in Austin, Texas. I know you've bought some apartments here. We've got a full-scale brokerage, management company, construction company, and Alex has a similar story in some ways to you. He was hard into drugs when he was 15 years old. He's been sober for 7-8 years, and amazing partner. But we drive Toyota Priuses. We want to drive those Priuses and buy more real estate. So when you're preaching on this stuff, we love it. We're eating it up. You know, in a lot of ways, we get it. We're hustling every day. Where we're at here in Austin, we call it Opportunity City. We think that everything can be accomplished here. So everything you say 100% resonates with us. And to the show, like, my big takeaway is no excuses. Like, you're proving it. People talk excuses all the time. I know Alex says you got his favorite wristband, but you know, don't talk about it, right? Just get after it. And we love that you preach that.
Yeah, exactly. And part of what my hope is for this show is that it's going to debunk, you know, the idea that you need time and money. And this is everybody's 2 excuses. The 2 favorite excuses on planet Earth, no matter where you go, Cincinnati or Singapore, Austin, Alaska, or you go to Nigeria. I don't have time, I don't have money, and nobody knows me. Those are the 3 favorite excuses of all people. No time, no money, and nobody knows me. Well, I got dropped off in Pueblo. By the way, that ain't Austin. Most people don't even know where Pueblo is. I mean, if you watch the show, they dropped Monique off, this girl Monique in Tacoma, like it was a bad thing. I'm like, fucking Tacoma is like, God, it's like New York City compared to Pueblo, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And Fresno ain't that bad. Drop me off in Fresno, okay? So they dropped me off in Pueblo. So, and I am going to debunk this idea that you need time, money, and you need to be known. You need to get known. You don't need number 2, but you do need to get known at some point. And in the first 10 days, all I tracked for the first 10 days, they don't show this on the show behind the scenes, is contacts. How many quality contacts could I make in Pueblo in the first 10 days? So
yeah, Matt Smith you take a chance on him, and you guys are rocking and rolling. I got a question for you that maybe was a takeaway. Like, Alex and I believe in putting our backs up against the wall. Anytime we get a deal done, we want to get that money out and start struggling again. You've hit a certain level of success where, how do you frame that? Like, I know you enjoy that perspective as well, but you probably don't have to put yourself in that position constantly, but trying to keep that hustle, is that something that you try to balance?
Yeah, no. Look, man, the other night, I don't know if you guys watching the McConnor fight, but I bet against Connor, because he's on a 300-foot yacht the night before the fight. I'm like, okay, I'm betting on the Louisiana boy. I'm betting on Dustin. Everybody's like, oh, you gonna lose? I said, dude, how much you want to bet? Like when you get soft, when you're sleeping on a yacht, when you got helicopters picking you up, Gulf Streams dropping you off everywhere, and you got an entourage, it is so hard to stay hard. Yeah. It is so hard to go hard, dude. When you got a bank account, it is brutal. It is. So one of the difficulties in this show that they don't show and probably can't show is how painful it is for me internally to be doing this thing in Pueblo, knowing I got a Gulf Stream. I can call up 2 pilots anytime and say, come pick my ass up. I got to get out of here. And I got 150 employees that'll take care of me. They'll stop doing everything. Like a whole team of people would help me. I don't have that when I'm in Pueblo. I got my wife and my 2 kids that love me. My daughter woke up this morning, Papa, teach me everything you know. Dude, I don't have that in Pueblo. Like, so when you have stuff and you voluntarily give it up as opposed to them taking it away from you, right? It's a different thing, dude. I voluntarily said, I'm not going to have any of this stuff. And at any time I could have said, tap out. I want to go back to that and bury the show. Nobody will know. But at some point I was in the show so long, I had to prove it to myself and my kids and my wife, forget the American people. So it does get a little more difficult. It's a great question, but it does get difficult. That's why I go to zero. Just take all your money, go to zero, borrow a bunch, put yourself against the wall, and you become ferocious. You become extremely dangerous.
You just got your survival instincts, and that's it at that point.
You know, like.
Yeah, we don't feel right. We don't feel right in that position that you're talking about. So we put ourselves back in, drive the Prius, just like I said, buy some more real estate.
Yeah, dude, nobody, that's brilliant, bro. I trust you guys because like I was 45 years old. I still didn't have a fancy car or a fancy watch. Yeah. My friends are buying Gucci loafers and Gucci belts and going on big vacations. They're like, why don't you ever, let's go to the Super Bowl, get a suite. You go to the Super Bowl. I'm buying real estate.
Let's go. You're speaking our language, man. We love it. Alex, turned me on to you a few years ago, but this is your biggest fan, man. He's read all the books, Cardone University, Growth Con, and he has an amazing story. I brought him on as a partner, and our business has been thriving ever since. So,
dude, I can look at him and tell, man, look at that part.
Yeah, he ain't playing, man. He's up 4 a.m. every morning running our businesses. We got 750 single-family homes we manage. We got a full-scale remodeling company, 70 agents on a real estate brokerage, and we're hustling it. So we love everything that you're doing. We appreciate all the value that you add. We're trying to get our entire team up to 10X Growth Con, and I think it'd be extremely valuable for them.
Dude, why are you trying? How you get anything done if you try?
Hey, you're right. You're right. We're coming.
I mean, how many people you want to bring?
We got 60 agents on the team.
60 agents?
60 real estate agents.
How many do you want to bring over here?
All of them.
Okay, I'm going to get Andy to work you a deal out on 60 premier seats.
All right.
We love it.
Okay, look, there's going to be parties. We're going to get you to the parties. Like, we're going to do a party. Like, I think DJ Khaled's going to kick this thing off. Nobody knows this. But we'll do a party Friday night that'll be sick. It's going to be at the Live Fountain Blue Hotel, completely private. We'll be the only ones in the place. It's going to be some ridiculous entertainment there. Your team will have an experience they could not buy themselves.
Yeah, we love it, man. We appreciate that.
Have y'all who else y'all getting to go? You just got release Pitbull, right?
Yeah, well, no, we got man, let me just tell you who we got, man. It's a big list, bro. Y'all know the name Don Peoples?
Yep.
He's worth $700 million. I mean, it's crazy. Mike Rowe, Mike Rowe?
Yep.
30 Tops.
Yep.
He's going to be there. Pitbull, A-Rod, Mike Rowe, Tyrese, Dave Grutman. Dave Grutman's one of the great hospitality guys in the world. Don Peebles, Jesse Itzler, Swan Sitt, Spectacular Smith, Glenn Stearns, Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, Brandon Dawson, Jared Glant, my entire 10X team. It's going to be ridiculous. Plus a bunch of entertainment. Like, I'm trying to get Lil Wayne. I love rap. So I don't know if you guys look like rednecks. So I don't know if you can relate.
Hey man, we appreciate it. You know, our big thing is we're excited that you're here. Appreciate your time. My dream is for when you come to Austin, Texas, for us to show you some apartments, to buy you a steak dinner, whatever we can do to add value and plug in. It means a lot. We know you're busy, and we try to hustle the same way that I know you do.
Yeah. And look, if you guys ever find a real estate deal over there that's like what I want, 200 plus units. I know what the cap rates are. I got 456 units there right now. I need 1,000 units there. And I
got one. I got one, man, but it's tricky, and I'll follow your lead here. But lady that's owned it for 30 years, intense. She's hardcore. It's like she's one of these people that you got to get in front of to sit down with. But it's called Waters on Barton Creek. It's a big property, and I'm happy to make an intro. Just try and figure out how to help you get it done. But it's one of those things I think you or someone on your team's got to get in front of her. It's not, no clear T12, clear P&L. But someone that you could get a deal done with. It's a prime location.
Waters on what?
Barton Creek.
Barton Creek.
Yes, sir.
Who knows her, man?
I know her. Her name's Mimi. I'm happy to I'll give you her number, whatever you need. It's your deal.
Yeah. How do you know her?
Just through what we do. We're helping her with some leasing, and I had one of our agents working on the management side with her.
Yeah. Well, hey, tell her. Once you work the deal, tell her, hey, look, let's avoid the agents. That'll save you money. And this guy, I'll overpay her.
We'll make it happen. You just tell me what you need, and we'll get it done.
Her biggest problem is going to be taxes because her cost basis is 0.
Yeah.
How many units there?
I think it's 171.
Oh, okay. I wish it was bigger than that.
We'll find you some more.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's make some money together. Come on, we need some assets.
Talk to me. What's the best next step I can do? How can I whatever you need to make this happen?
Bro, let's buy some real estate together. That's that is the fastest pathway to wealth is real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been putting every dollar we've had for the last 12 years into real estate.
Yeah, all these guys, I'm watching all these guys on Clubhouse trying to create an educational course, work their funnels. I'm like, you guys are so stupid. If you would put the same energy into buying good real estate, it's just when you're going to get rich, not if you're going to get rich.
Yep.
Same energy, bro. Same energy. I can buy one asset. The other thing that you guys could consider doing is getting these 60 agents. We just have a conversation about this, how to get these 60 agents that are selling homes to accredited investors to start getting those accredited investors to actually fund up and do a deal with us.
We can help raise capital.
Grant, we're in, man. We want to get plugged in with you. We're hustlers. We don't talk about it. We're living it. Yeah. Any way that we can add value, we're in.
Let's do this. If you guys are real about investing in those 60 agents, what's your business exactly? This podcast is turning more into a business conversation.
We love it, man. Hey, so we've created something special. We've got an ecosystem. So we have a full-scale property management company, full-scale real estate brokerage, full-scale construction and remodeling company, and we've got a wholesaling company. So right now we've got 11 duplexes that we're wholesaling. I think it's the deal of the year for most agents here in Austin, but we've got this set up where we can help you buy it, manage it, construction, sell it. We don't have to do all those. We could do one of them. But we're 24/7. We're getting after it every single day. We're super active on social media. Alex and I both spent days where we're spending 60 offers a day for 3-6 months at a time. And we've been able to acquire a good amount of real estate and build a good brand and a good name. And
what was your revenue last year?
For all the businesses combined, I'd probably say $6 million.
Okay. And how much do those 60 agents make you?
You know that, Alex?
Yeah. Well,
he's trying to get them there. The agents are
you've got a handful that hold up the whole team.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the agents.
Why would you want to invest in all 60 of them?
I think we just want to bet on the team. We want to bet on the long run. We're big on saying, hey, come with TRE. We'll take care of you. Everyone's welcome. People might not be closing as many deals as we'd like, but maybe they're getting us construction referrals or management referrals or sharing our YouTube channel. I'm the biggest believer, and I've never gone wrong on betting on the right people and taking care of them and playing the long game. So we just have this like long-term vision of just putting our head down and taking care of people and seeing how things shake out.
So if we get them hooked up, are they going to fly themselves and get a hotel over here in Miami?
We're trying to figure it out. I mean, if we need to pay for them, I mean, we want to get plugged in with you, to be honest. And we want to just try and add real value, and whatever that takes, we're going to do it.
This is what happens, okay? This is how I work, okay? You bring 60 people in. There's no way over 3 days I'm not going to tell the entire audience of 2,000 people there and 25,000 people that'll be online about your story. Because your story is about commitment. My life is about commitment. And I want to tell stories about commitment. So people are like, hey man, I want to get an endorsement for you. Dude, do something that I can fucking endorse. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. I want to do business with you. Good, then do business with me. I mean, it's so simple. You want to do business with somebody, do business with them, right? So if you guys bring 60 people, there's no way that I'm not going to, in that 3 days, say, guys, let me show you an example. Hey, you guys stand up in the middle room. 60 people stand up. You two guys brought their entire team, and you guys couldn't even bring your wife. So it sets a good example. I'm about example, not opinions. And I know you're about that too. Like, hey, let's stop the bullshit and show me what you're doing. Show me what you're doing, and I'll show you where you're going to get. And so I'll get Andy to follow up with you. Let's see if we can get those 60 guys, because then at that point, I'm like, okay, these guys are real. I believe in these guys. Maybe we get them executive ticket or VIP tickets and get you guys some premium tickets. So you sit a port farm, and it gives them something to look forward to, where they're like, I want to sit with you next year.
Yeah. Well, Grant, I've never had a problem. If we get in the room, you don't need to tell us what we need to do. We'll go just add value for you, and we'll just prove it. So that's what I'm saying. All we need is someone to tell us how to get a hold of them, and we're going to constantly be bringing real value. Like we believe in that. We preach that all the time. We've been living it for our entire life, really.
Yeah. Well, you have no idea how few people actually understand that concept.
Yeah, right. So that's it. We just need it in the room, man. But that's amazing, man. We appreciate everything. I know you got a lot going on.
I got one last question. When you gonna make the move to Austin, Texas, and join Elon and the rest of them?
So I actually thought about moving to Austin when I came to Miami. Austin was my first choice. This was 9 years ago. I flew in February. And the problem with flying into Austin in February? Everything's brown.
Yeah.
And as soon as I was coming in, I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I should have come in March, dude.
And that's all right. You got some apartments here, and we call this Opportunity City. I mean, people are moving here.
It is. It's going to keep growing too, bro. It's going to be enormous. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, we agree. So,
let's say, give me some real estate, dude. Let's go.
Hey, I will. Where do you want me to send it? I'm serious. It's a real deal.
Yeah, Grant at cardonecapital.com.
Okay. We'll make it happen.
250 units is better than 170, and 300 is better than 250. And 1,000 units would get me more excited. And I'll just fly in. You guys come pick me up at the airport, and we'll go look at them together.
Let's get it. That's a dream right there.
Come on,
Uncle G.
March. I want to see you guys in March. See if you guys are real, Longhorn real.
We'll be there. We appreciate your time, Uncle G.
Peace, guys.
Later.
Thanks.